first vlog as the raw and rooted family. Oh yeah. So we're still here in Krabi. And it turns out that we're actually quite far out from our 9 and the busy part of Krabi where all of the tourists go to, which is kind of a good thing because we're not here to be living that tourist life. But at the same time, it's a little bit challenging because we are very much isolated. So much so that we went into our 9 the other day, and on the way back we got a Grab, and the Grab driver was baffled with where we were going. But we have 2-3 more days here. We leave on Sunday. It's currently Thursday, to which we are looking forward to a new beginning. Where we're going, and what we'll be doing will be revealed in the next video. But for now, we just wanted to share with you what life looks like here in this home in Krabi. Baby girl is trying to get her hands on the camera. Mama is getting ready, and we will be heading out shortly. We've got the cleaners coming in about 10 minutes. They will be cleaning the place for us. So we're gonna head out into our 9, get some food. Mama hasn't been out in a few days. Is that right? Mama hasn't been out in a few days. Baby girl hasn't been out in a few days, as all of us have been unwell in some way, shape or form. But Mama got struck down with what I believe to be food poisoning. And so yeah, 48 hours of Mama really not being in the best of places. So thankfully, we've made it out at the other end. Yeah, and hopefully we don't have to navigate through that again. Isn't it, Baba? Yeah. You coming up? Ready? Whoa. But just to kind of start this video on a light-hearted note, something a little bit entertaining, especially for me. So, I'm currently going through a journey of quitting smoking the sweet Mary Jane. God damn. And with that being said, due to the fact that accessing Mary Jane here in Thailand is a lot easier because it's legal, I went and I got myself some infused honey the other day. Yes, I did. What a great way to still medicate without being a slave to the old smoking. I ain't joking. Well, anyways, I woke up this morning and I'm doing my thing, and I go over to the desk where the honey is, and I look at it and I think to myself, is it all gone? There was definitely a lot more left yesterday than there is right now, and I don't sleepwalk. So what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? Anyways, here is my honey. Honey Folly, it says, and on the back it clearly says THC 1000 mg. But this one, with her oblivious self, with her non-observative self, for, ooh, honey! We ran out of the original honey. Woo! But lucky Laymont bought some honey. Let me put it in my tea and on my porridge. So as she's sitting here eating her porridge, and I'm saying to her, where's all my honey gone? And she's like, what? I said, where's that?
No, Gretchen.
Go on.
You said, I hope you didn't put that honey on your porridge.
Look at the gecko. Yeah. To which you responded?
Why?
And obviously we know as to why I said that, because yeah, like, it's infused, darling. And the last time you medicated, you had a bloody panic attack and accused me of... What did you accuse me of? Tell the world. Let them see it. Remember, this is raw and rooted now. It's a whole different vibe. So, what did you accuse me of? Spiking you. Oh, with. Can you remember? Can you remember? Truth serum. That's right. Truth serum. Me and Tara decided to share a little can of tea one day. You know what I mean? Obviously me, I'm a lot more accustomed to that life than Tara. Anyways, it took hours for it to take effect, like hours. I think we must have had the tea at like 7 o'clock in the evening, and then Sorry Cap, hello, say hi, hi. And yeah, like 1 o'clock in the morning, this one decides to just start having a crazy panic attack, which carried over for like 12 to 16 hours. And I ended up being accused of spiking her with truth serum, which I didn't. But one thing I say is that plant medicines will open up the portal for the areas in which one needs to heal through, you know? And that was definitely the experience at that stage, wasn't it? So
I spiked myself.
today, I cannot be blamed for spiking anybody because Tara unknowingly spiked herself. Imagine she was oblivious, completely oblivious. Imagine I'd gone out for the day, yeah? And she's like, oh, you know, yeah, just carried on helping herself. She would have consumed like 200 milligrams. She'd be fried. My response was, I hope you get high.
I'd be in the bed in my mind.
I said, I hope you get high. She's like, why? Because it would entertain me. So as you can see, Mama is in the background taking photos of herself as she's currently stuck with Amiya fast asleep on her. Bless them both. Let me tell you, today is so humid. It's somewhat uncomfortable, depending upon the circumstances, of course. When you're walking up and down the street, you feel the warmth. Thankfully, us chilling indoors with ceiling fans above us has been a big relief, but baby girl has literally been dripping buckets of sweat, bless her, which is very rare to see that. So yeah, we're gonna jump on the scooter and head back in a minute. But we've just been out relaxing, got some food, forgot to share it with you y'all, but it was nothing special, literally just a smash burger and chips before taking a walk. And then yeah, we've just been chilling here ever since, and we've just been having conversations and observing the world, watching the world go by. It's been really enjoyable, really wholesome, and very much needed. Krabi's are much busier, or shall I say, where we are right now is much busier than the area in which we're staying in. It's about a 20-minute scooter ride back home. So it's a bit of a distance because the majority of tourists do tend to stay in this area. Not us, do you know what I mean? We like to do things a little bit different. And, you know, there's pros and there's cons with everything in life, you know. But it is nice to be able to pop into the madness and leave the madness. That is a big positive. So, yeah, it's been a lovely afternoon spent. It's crazy how fast the time has gone as well. But we literally got 2 drinks each. 2 drinks each, and it came to 300 baht. Which I don't think is any more than £10. You know, and the thing, like if we were to go out back in the UK for a couple of drinks, you're spending like £25. And also this spot is a hostel as well. And there's been a lot of people coming in and out. So there's a little cafe here and the hostel entrance is here. And it's all one, but the cafe is closed now. And with that being said, the hostel, we became intrigued after seeing loads of people coming in and out. So Tara went and did some research. And it cost £31 to stay in this hostel for 5 nights. £31 for 5 nights. Now, albeit, hostels aren't necessarily everybody's cup of tea. But if it is your cup of tea, then boy, that is the way to be living. £31 for 5 nights. So, you know, £40 a week for your accommodation. Imagine that. Hi. Hello. Have a good evening. Everybody's so friendly. And also another thing as well is obviously the locals, even the visitors, so used to seeing individuals vlogging, taking videos and all of that. So it just is second nature. It comes as second nature, and also it's nothing out of the norm for everybody else. So it certainly makes you feel a lot more comfortable. Anyways, rambling. Let's jump on the scooter and head back. We have had a very slow day so far. It's currently like 2:30 in the afternoon, and we really haven't done much at all, other than I've just been on a laptop doing a lot of work. Mama's been doing some work as well, and looking after and occupying baby girl, who is being an absolute menace today. And now she's trying to make her way to the camera, aren't you? So yeah, we've just been chilling out, drinking some coconut water, you know, doing some editing, doing some written work, and also finalizing plans for the next stage in this incredible journey that we find ourselves on. I don't know what Mama's doing over there, if you can see. She can't find a bank card. So, yeah, just seen a booty up in the air, waving it around like you just don't care. So with that being said, we are currently just getting ready, and we are gonna go and take baby girl to the park. She's a little bit frustrated today. She might be hot, tired, probably a bit hungry. She's not really been eating the best over the past few weeks, to be honest, very much grazing. And I mean, it's not a concern in the grand scheme of things, because she is grazing and she's growing and she's strong, she's energetic and healthy. But at the same time, it is concerning in the respect of course, you want to make sure that your child has a positive, healthy relationship with food. And for the both of us, you know, in previous parenting experiences, our children from our past relationships didn't necessarily have the best relationship with food, which makes life very, very difficult, very restrictive. So it's most definitely not an experience that we want to have to go through with baby girl. So one thing we are looking forward to very much is when we leave here and we get to the next place that we will be staying at, as we will have a high chair. You know, for the past 6 weeks now, it'll be 6 weeks, won't it? We haven't had a high chair since we were staying at Chuvit's. Shout out Chuvit. Always shout out Chuvit. I mean, Love Chew It.
He was the most like child-friendly,
Yeah,
accommodating
yeah, he was.
place.
And the craziest thing was, is thinking about it in regards to location, you wouldn't have expected that to have been the most child-friendly place. You would have expected that to have been a space where people go to escape, you know, but we've gone as a family, and yeah, Chuvit, he had more than we'd imagined. You know, that playpen was incredible. Like, you know, massive. I'd say it was like 3 square meters, 3 meters squared. That's it. 3 square meters, 3 meters squared, something like that. It was massive, you know, and it was perfect for baby girl. There was enough space for her to ramp around, play, have cushioned flooring, and yeah, be kept in a contained space whilst we carried on navigating through what it was that we had to do in the day. The high chair, yeah, Chuvit was a superstar in providing certain things that just make life so much easier when you have children. But we're gonna go to the park, so let's go and see what this park has to offer. Hopefully, we can go on a slide. Come down to the park, and typically it started to rain. On top of that, on our way, baby girl fell asleep. So we just found ourselves sitting beside the river, watching the boats transport locals from one side to the other, which is it's interesting to observe, you know. And now we're just gonna go for a little stroll around the park grounds. There's something sacred about watching your child explore the world for the first time. This was Amiya's first real time in a park, watching her on the swing, her first time on the slide, and even though she's still a bit young for all of it, the joy was pure. It caused us to realize something deep, that this is what life is about. The little things, the moments that don't need much, just presence, love, and watching your baby girl light up. After the park, we headed to the calisthenics area so Daddy could play too. And it's crazy how no matter where in the world you find yourself, energy still reaches people. Locals gravitate, young boys start asking questions, and before you know it, we're in a group workout. Laughing, learning, vibing. It's always been that way. Wellness has always been a bridge for Dad. Fitness, his frequency. And even in new countries, it becomes a way to inspire, to lead, and to leave something good behind. A little moment. A little spark, and that's legacy. We are now back home. It's weird saying that because it doesn't feel like home, even though it has been our home for the past 10 days. You know, whereas when we were saying, oh, we're back home, staying in other locations, it really did feel like we were at home. Do you know what I mean? But we're back, safe and sound. But one of the exciting things to share with you is when we were on our way to the shop to get some bits and pieces, drove past a store that sells coconuts. And I've been wanting to get a batch of coconuts ever since we arrived in Krabi. Typical that only 2 days before we actually leave I managed to make it happen. Here are my babies, 5 coconuts still attached to the branch. And yeah, I had to bring those back on the scooter. It was a fun experience. Now in the UK, you'd spend £3 on a coconut, so £15 for 5 coconuts. These 5 coconuts cost 150 baht. How much is 150 baht, babe? Around about that. Yeah? So we're looking at about £5, something like that. You know what I mean? I'll put the actual estimation down in one of these corners, around here somewhere. But yes, I got my coconuts, man. So it is Saturday morning and our last full day here in this beautiful location in Krabi. And the heavens have opened. It is absolutely pouring it down outside. Thunderstorms and everything. So Mama is now outdoors. See her bum? There she is. She is outdoors getting some video footage. And she's very wet. But she loves it. She's very much a water person. And so an opportunity to get outside and embrace being under the rain and an opportunity to be outside whilst not getting bit by the mosquitoes. As here, it is insane, the amount of mosquitoes that there are. But check this, outside, you see her? Yeah. We have decided we're gonna go and join Mama. Well, that was a lot of fun. And it is spontaneous moments like that that make this life that we're living just so wholesome. You know, together as a family, all presented with the opportunity to go outside and play in the rain. Us as adults reconnecting with our inner child while showing our baby girl, this is how you live. This is how you embrace life, you know? The mama's now in the shower. Me and baby girl showered already. You're just playing around, aren't you? Yeah, well done.
Hey guys, so it is currently just me and Amiya here at home. Say hi guys. Say hi guys. Daddy has gone to do some work. In fact, he has just recently called me to say that he was in a very beautiful location in the mountains. So we are actually going to get a taxi in a little while and go meet him and go and see what all the fun is about. As some of you or many of you may know, getting ready to go out is not so easy when you've got a toddler, is it? It's not that easy. It's not easy at all. So one tip I have learned whilst being here in Thailand is that when packing clothes for a baby, of course you need spare clothes, but having one set of clothes which are like shorts and a vest for the daytime, but also having one completely different set of clothes for the evening that is like long-legged, because here in Thailand the mosquitoes are no joke. So having a protective pair of clothing for baby girl is really important. Yeah. Say we done! Yay, we done! High five! Yay! This is the reality of having a 10-month-old that almost seems like she's going through a terrible twos. And she's crying because I put her down so that I could get the bag ready. What are you crying for, Baba?
So after Mama coming to meet me at the Mountain View Cafe, an absolutely breathtaking spot nestled right between the mountains, I went there just to do some work, just to kind of laser focus in, and then Mama came and met me, because once I got there and realized how beautiful it was, I had to holler and say, yo, you need to come and check out this spot. Sorry? She said that I just missed them, but no. So now we have come into Aonang to get some food from our favorite spot here. We've come here like 3-4 times in the time that we've been here in Aonang, and I get a smash patty with chips, no bun of course because of the gluten-free situation that I navigate through, and Mama has got herself a kebab, and we've got some chicken wings to share as well. So baby girl is fast asleep, bless her. It is very, very humid here. It has been the whole time that we've been here in Krabi, to be honest with you. We're hoping that the next location is not as humid as it is here. So, but yeah, it is time to tuck into our food. All right. So after an afternoon and early evening spent here in Aonang getting some lovely food and then going for a walk down the road and back up, we got a smoothie as well, didn't we? And we didn't get any footage at all, we just enjoyed the moment. So this is the end of another video and our last video here in Krabi, as tomorrow we will be heading to a new destination. Mama is very much looking forward to this, so we look forward to sharing that news with you in the next video. So stay locked in, stay high vibes, and just know it's nothing but peace, love and power every time. Anything you want to say, baby?
Oh yeah.
She said, oh yeah. We'll catch you on the flip side, y'all.
Yeah.